Hello again and welcome back to my channel. Today I would love to share a perspective in regards to how connected we are to everything else. I would love to start off from a cosmic perspective, then we work our way through to the lower rung and reach the lower existence as a zoom-in look into all things. So to start off, we need the sun to actually provide light as a source of light and heat, so the earth will not become an icy ball and we will not be living in a negative 60 to negative 100 degrees Celsius, which is hard to survive or exist on without a stable environment without the sun. And as for the moon, which is our mother, that provides the moving the tides of our ocean that will help to drive different nutrients to different places to ensure that life can actually exist and sustain itself. The moon actually helps to stabilizes the climate as well due to the moving of the tilt of the earth. So now we can see the sun and the moon actually benefits and help us, the creature on earth, to exist. Now we go to planet Earth. Earth herself have many different cycles which depends on the sun and the moon. For instance, our water cycle, our air cycles, and our earth cycle, and many other cycles need to exist and run actively without stopping to ensure life on earth exists and continue to exist. You just need to imagine for a bit that without air, water, or a good source of soil to actually grow food, we can't really exist and survive in such an environment. This would be considered a desolated planet or environment that it's hard pressed for any living creature to exist in long term, right? So air, for instance, this body that everyone have as human species living on planet Earth needed oxygen, and if we are not getting sufficient oxygen, say 3 minutes, and we will be brain dead. Or if you can survive more than 3 minutes, you can get neurological issues, or you might become a vegetable, which is not ideal. And say you did not have enough water to drink for 3 days, you will be thirst to death, because 60 to 70% of our body are made out of water. Our bloods are water. Our lymphatic fluids that flows around the body are made out of water. Our sexual organ fluids are also made out of water. So every few minutes to half an hour to 1 hour, we need to consume some sort of liquid to ensure the body can function nicely, correctly, and without issue. So water is important, air is important, and what about food? Food is also important, right? We need good soil to ensure that the veggie we eat, the fruits we eat, and basically what comes out from the soil are very important for our body, as it gives us important nutrient for this body to survive, exist, maintain, and regenerate itself without issues. Doesn't matter if you're vegan, vegetarian, or meat eater. The meat you eat, like from cow, chicken, fish, all depends on this active cycle to run. The cow eat the grass, you eat the cow, say if you're a meat eater. If you're vegetarian or vegan, you eat directly from the source, which is either the veggie or the fruits. So it needs good soil. We need good soil to ensure the food system is running, so you have enough nutrient to sustain the body for you to exist in the here and now, to live a normal and functioning human existence. So then we can go to different items now. For example, the clothes that I'm wearing. Say this is made out of cotton. Cottons come from the soil itself, as in it comes from the cotton plant. grows from the soil to become a plant, and it flowers into buds. We need that cotton buds to actually make it into and weave it into threads so we can make clothes. So at the end, you can see that even from what we wear comes from Mother Nature herself. And this will give you an idea how connected we are, even to the modern technologies that we use in our everyday life. In the last 50 to 100 years, that we developed advanced technology, modern electronic technology that aid us in everyday modern society. For instance, the camera that I'm using right now is a DJI Osmo Pocket 3 that requires microchips. Microchips needs silica wafers. The wafer to create the chips itself, you need sand. Plus, there's a lot of glass in it as well. Glass, as you also get that from sand as well, which is from Mother Nature, right? Then there are different metal parts in this camera setup. You can have stainless steel, you can have irons, you can have gold, you can have different metals to make in combination in order to ensure that we have what we have as a camera recording device, right? Like for instance, lithiums are needed for the batteries. Neodymium, which is a strong magnet, is a rare earth metal that is very well sought after because modern technology requires it to store energy for us to use it, like our phone, this camera, and any devices that need a battery, like our electric cars, like Tesla car, BYD, right? So everything comes from Mother Earth. And the metals, right? It originally comes from rock and soil. And rare earth metal looks like soil. It's really hard to discern how it looks like until you tested the soil that have the composition or the components for what is listed as rare earth metal, which is very well sought after for because all the modern technology need rare earth metals, which is very toxic to process, and it actually contaminate a lot of the water system, waterways, as a factory processes it. So I guess I'm moving to a point that we should take better care of Mother Nature herself and to ensure our own survival as well, because we are part of Mother Nature, as in Gaia herself, right? This planet. We are born out of her, nurtured from her. Without her, our existence doesn't exist as a humankind or as an individual ourselves as well, right? So we are always eternally grateful to her providing us a stage for us on earth to actually exist, to live out the human existence and to help with our current ascension, which is now we are going through as the world go wonky and crazy. Yeah, so I hope that gives you enough of perspective to see how connected we are, from the sun to the moon to the earth to the water cycles on earth, the air cycles, the soil, the food system, to how the clothing are made, to our modern technologies, and how we need everything to keep working and functioning and not destroying Mother Earth, which is currently our only planet that exists that we know of, because all of these resources that we need right now to have a thriving society and civilization all are on planet Earth. We so far do not mine off planet or shift off planet material to be processed or to be used on Earth. All of it are all on planet Earth herself. So since we have not developed any off-planet tech and we have not the capability to easily move off planet, let us help to make sure that planet Earth still exists for us to thrive in as a humankind. And I hope that this helped broaden your perspective a bit on how connected we all are. So I hope that you learned something today. If you like what I have been discussing now, do this video a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And in time, I will talk more in regards to this kind of topic. So thank you very much for your time, for your energy, and your attention at watching and listening. Hopefully learning a bit more how everything is connected. Thank you again, and see you in the next video.